Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to share with you another entry in my seasonal color analysis makeup tutorials. And today's look is all about creating an everyday look for the bright winter seasonal color palette or the winter seasonal color palette. If you were interested in how to achieve this look, get super cozy and let's get right into this video. With the base makeup, I did quite a full glam base, meaning there's like the full contour, highlight, underpaint, everything, so I can make myself look as high contrast as possible because I'm wearing a wig that is definitely not my natural hair color and I made the brows a lot darker. So let's get color on the face so I don't feel so much like an egg. So to start off, I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay Teddy Tint. This is in the shade number 45 Pinky Promise. And whenever I'm doing a daytime look for one of the more high contrast seasons, I love incorporating a lip stain. So that way that color is going to stay around and look pretty. I do have a little bit of the Naturium Phyto Glow Lip Balm Shimmer, and this is in the shade Stardust. It's been on my lips just as like a wet product. So I'm going to remove that and then now apply the Maybelline Teddy Tint. You can kind of see where this shade mingles with my natural lip color. This makes my lips look almost blue-gray because this color has so much more clarity than I do. Now to soften this down just a little bit, I want to use a brush I use for concealer. Turns out this brush had way too much concealer in it still, so I'm going to reapply. This is kind of like one of those blessings in disguise, because if you have two layers, you tend to get a little bit better of a stain, especially when you're buffing it into the lip. The concealer mixed into the brush definitely dulled this down. So this is definitely now feeling a little bit more of like a true cool summer shade because it is a little bit more muted. But this brush without the concealer, it would be really nice for this technique. I wasn't a huge fan of this when I did my concealer. This is the newer e.l.f. Tap and Blend Concealer brush. I wanted to buy this because the shape reminded me of my beloved BAK Beauty A506. It's a little bit more dense. It doesn't come as much to a taper. And when you're tapping on the skin, it definitely feels a lot more dense. But to buff out the lip color, it was really nice. And then I also purchased the e.l.f. Smooth Swipe Foundation brush. This is very similar to something like my BK Beauty number 101 or the Sonia G Jumbo Face brush. This is more fluffy and the fibers are not as dense as those two brushes. It blended out foundation, concealer, all of like my products I used under my foundation. This blended them out so smoothly. And this brush is like $11. Incredible. Speaking of new products, let's add some color to the face. Bright winter is an interesting seasonal color palette because it's high contrast, it's high clarity, but it's also a cool neutral. So you can play with some of the warmer tones you might find in your neighboring bright or clear spring palette. And when I think about spring seasonal color palettes, I think about bronzer. And recently there has been a newer bronzer all over my short form content feeds. People are describing this as a new holy grail bronzer for cool toned people. And I am neutral cool tone. I am not the most cool undertoned person. Normally my foundations, I generally opt for something that is a little bit more on the neutral side, especially since I have more redness. I decided to purchase this new CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Baked Luminous Bronzer. This is the shade number 300 Honey Bun, the lightest shade. My concern with it when I first opened, I was like, oh, this isn't be too warm. And for me, it is a little warm, but if you want to borrow it from your spring color palette, because this is a really beautiful, almost like a golden amber honey toned bronzer. You can see as I work my hand, it has a beautiful light reflect, but it's definitely pulling out that warmer ambery tone. I am going to use this here on the high points of my cheek to add a little bit of warmth, and then I'm going to show you how you can finesse this to make it fit your color palette a little bit more. If you're someone who has this bronzer or any other product in your collection, how can you adapt the color, so you don't have a product going to waste, but you can still utilize it. So on that note, I'm gonna build this up a little bit on the nose and then over the forehead. If you've put bronzer or anything on your face and you don't have that tone in your body, especially with some of these more high contrast color palettes, blend a little bit onto your exposed neck and chest area. That will help to ground it a little bit more and make it feel a little less stark. Or blush. I am going to go bright and then I'm going to sheer it out. This is a blush from a Korean beauty brand called The Same, and this is the single blush in the shade PK01 Bubblegum Pink. It is vibrant, but I want a bright, clear color, and this is going to play so well with the bronzer. So I'm going to pick it up like my bronzer. I am going to work most of it off on the palm of my hand, and then I'm going to start on the front of the cheek, and I'm going to blend down into my bronzer. And you can see it just gives a really nice flush. Same thing, working my brush in. Again, whatever you have left. And it's interesting, you can see on my hand, mostly here towards the top, this color does have a little bit more of a neutral blue pink almost shift pulling to it. But down here where I applied the bronzer, it does look a little bit warmer. And they both look warm compared to the slip color. So if you're worried about your makeup getting diluted or mixed, you can always wipe it off. I normally like to keep everything down so everything kind of starts blending and mixing together. It makes it a little bit easier when you're blending colors that feel foreign to your coloring or your comfort zone. In this case, I want to be safe. I want to keep things feeling a little bit more cool toned. So I'm just going to reset my canvas, and then I'm going to go back, dry my hand. I'm going to work my brush in once again and then diffuse. Now, to keep this cohesive, my eye area is feeling a little blank. So just whatever I've left, I'm gonna run right here over my brow bone. Also a little bit on the lip to bring in that color harmony. A little bit just here on the center of the chin. If we've got something that is going really orange and you wanna cool it down, let me introduce you to your new best friend for cool undertone people or people who feel like their makeup goes too warm, orange, gold, peach. This is a highlighter from a Korean beauty brand, Bia or BBIA, shade number 1, Forget Me Not. This is a really beautiful, more muted pastel blue gray highlight. And currently we're seeing a big resurgence in color theory makeup. Let's think to our color wheel. When you have orange, your opposite is going to be purple. When you have yellow, the opposite is blue. So I am going to take this blue highlight and I am going to just gently buff. It's not going to erase anything I've applied, but it's just going to help tone it down. So now we have a really beautiful gradient of color versus something that's a little bit more orange on this side. And this is such a fascinating product. I will show you on another part of my face where I don't have these warmer colors and it does not have this much impact on its own. That is truly the impact of it neutralizing that unwanted warmth. And now things feel more at home, but we still have our dimension, our warmth, our blush that we created. I am going to take a flat eyeshadow brush and I want to pull this shade here into my eyes. You can see on my eyes where I don't have those warmer colors, this just feels like a pretty neutral highlight. That neutral by the sense it fits the coloring of the rest of the look. It doesn't feel like a bright frosty blue. It just feels like a nice pop of light. Since we are a more high contrast color palette, you are going to need something on the eye area just to tie everything together, especially with the lips and cheeks on. You need a little bit of something. If nothing else, put on a nice plump black coat of mascara. That will do so much. I'm going to go a little bit more and create a nice soft high contrast bright winter or clear winter daytime look. And I'm going to use the ColourPop of Quartz palette. This palette should have a sparkly black. Mine crumbled and fell out, but we are going to use what's in this palette. I am going to start with the shade Mind Game, which is like a little bit of a pink gold. And I want to use this just here on my lids. This is a fascinating shade because it goes on my skin tone much cooler than it looks in the pan. I'm gonna take a large fluffy brush and I'm going to use the shade CO, which is like almost like a concrete shade. And I'm gonna take most of it off my hand, keep my eye relaxed, add my definition where I want it. Don't be too fussed. We can go back and add more if we need it. as I have less on my brush, I'm gonna blend up to make my eyes look big and wide awake. Adding a little bit more to the other side, and I'm gonna blend up and out. Create the illusion of bigger, more open eyes. You can see already, without any type of eyeliner or mascara, the eyes already feel so much more cohesive because we did something light, something darker. So we have the contrast on the face now harmonizing with the eyes. Let's really tie this together and add a little bit of a frame to the eye. I'm gonna use the shade Opaque, which is like this rich off black. Since I already have my base makeup on, I want to pick up that black eyeshadow on my brush and almost load the product in on my hand. You'll see some powder falls out. You might have to build this up once or twice, but now you should have less color fall out. And I'm just gonna stamp here on the outer corner of my eye. There was a tiny bit of color fallout, so I'm gonna lightly hold my brush and just sweep it off. So once I have both sides stamped on, I never get mine even on the first try. So I always like to look a little bit further ahead into a mirror and then go back to my mirror that's a little bit closer and just even them out. Got a little carried away with my flick on this side. No worry, I will just even them out on this side. Now that I've got the liner on, I'm gonna use that same brush and I'm gonna go into one of the shimmery metallics in the middle. I'm gonna use the shade Ore here in the middle. That's gonna stick with this fuller look that we're going for. This shade is a little bit crumbly in the palette. So again, I want to work it on my hand so that way most of the fallout is on my hand. I'm just going to soften over my liner. If you want to soften a little bit more, take your blending brush, gently push it to the side and just blend right on the edge, and that will give you more of like a smoky liner. And you can see just side to side, it's still there, it's just soft. So remove any little fallout. For my lip color, I love using this shade as a base. So what I want to do now is I'm going to build up my lip color once again. To add a little bit more contrast to this lip and make it feel less bright pink, I'm going to use the Maybelline Lifter Liner, and this is in the shade 08 Fine Line. Use my brush just to lightly diffuse my liner. And I love this. I love that we have a pop of color, but I like a little bit of a gloss, but I don't want to use a gloss because this wig is, I think this wig is like 24 inches. And the last thing I want is to have a gloss and my lipstick gets stuck in it. So I'm going to use the Rimmel Lasting Finish Lipstick. This is in the shade 084 Amethyst Shimmer. And that is going to give me shine without adding a stickiness. Finishing touches, I'm going to add a little bit of a brow gel. For my eyebrows, I was trying to figure out when I was first doing my base makeup, because I knew I needed to take my brows darker. When I need my brows to go darker, I always like to do them first. That way I can correct as I go. So before I did my foundation or concealer, I did my brows, and I just received this little sample of the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade number 5 Warm Black Brown. Teeny tiny, almost single-use pencil. Way too dark for me in my everyday life with the shade of my brows, but that is what's in my brows today. And I really like how this worked out because I was able to use my foundation powder and concealer to further cool down the shade so it wasn't so warm, but that little bit of warmth helped it dive into the hair color. Now I want to give my lashes a good curl, rougher eyelash curler. And then this is the waterproof version of the L'Oreal Big Deal Mascara. Finish off the look with a little bit of setting spray, or finishing spray, I should say. This is the MAC Fix Plus. Let's get this hair down. This is another one of the wigs I love for these videos I find off Amazon. The color is so far outside of my comfort zone. It definitely makes an impact as far as the overall contrast. And when I was looking for a color for this video, I originally was going to do just like, a really beautiful jet black wig. But I thought this rich Bordeaux color could just be so much fun, especially with these big, almost like bouncy blowout curls. So much fun. And then to fit the vibe of the look, I wanted a really beautiful, bright bright wintry fragrance. So I opted for Jean Paul Gaultier Scandal. This is the original Eau de Parfum. It is not a fragrance I wear often, but if you want something between a warm gourmand and a lush floral, this is decadent and it lasts all day long. That is going to complete this look for bright or clear winter, and how to make something a little bit more everyday while still feeling true to your color palette. If this is the look that you are going to try out, let me know how it turns out for you, and let me know what are some of your favorite products to use in your everyday makeup routine for honoring your color palette and still having fun without feeling too intense. Let me know if you are any of the winter seasonal color palette. What is your kind of like everyday no makeup look and the products that you use to create that look? Until we see each other again, I hope you're taking care of yourself wherever it is you are in the world, and I will see you later. Bye, y'all.